why Big Candy is buying up all the vet clinics. We learn about this. I'm actually very interested. I want to learn more about this. Let's watch this.
Did you know that the company that owns this, and
Dude, why is my default? Oh, never mind. I guess not.
this also owns this, and this? Mars Inc. Yeah, the candy company. They want to take care of your pets, and they might already be doing so. Starting in 2007, Mars has been buying up vet clinics left and right.
Such an interesting...
So much so that the Federal Trade Commission has already flagged them once for antitrust violations. And now they are the biggest player in the game, owning more than 25.
I love that. I love how our antitrust laws only exist as like a, hey, we notice. We're not going to do anything, but we notice. Like, the story is always like, yes, the FTC sued to stop this merger. Nothing happened. Now they're the biggest monopoly in the market. Like, they used to actually stop the merger. That was what the point was. But now they just file a complaint. It's fucking, it's so ridiculous. This stuff should have real impact. But now it's a rubber stamp.
And now they are the biggest player in the game, owning more than 20.
Yeah, it's like a Reddit petition. In fact, yeah, a Reddit petition would be more effective because that's actually customers. Mars might actually listen to that. But now it's just the government being like, hey, wait a minute. This looks like a monopoly to us. And the company goes, no, we're not. Please. And they go, okay, just this once for the next 100,000 times.
500 vet clinics. But Mars isn't alone. Other corporations and private equity investors also see an opportunity. As of this year, roughly 25% of general vet practices and 75% of specialty practices are owned by large corporations. So why would a company that made its fortune selling candy suddenly want to start taking care of your pets? Well, it turns out that vet clinics check a lot of boxes that private equity and corporations look for when investing. But they also have something else, something huge working in their favor that has them salivating. Money. But first, it turns out Mars has been in the pet industry way longer than I thought.
Obviously the money, but I want to know specific. Like, is it? My guess is like, you know, what private equity loves to do is buy up businesses and then drop the quality as much as they can to suck money out of the business. And what's unique about vet clinics is the clients are animals that can't complain. Like the only person that really knows how good of a job you're doing is the animal. And so if they just make the quality worse for what like the medicine and the food and the quality of service, then no one will really know and they could really suck the margins up. That's probably why they like it. That's my guess.
Started with pet food. Why? According to their CEO, the company's love story with pets goes back to 1935. When the company...
That's why I think about this all the time, just business minded. When I'm buying pet food, I'm like, bro, how do I know this shit is any good? Because on one end, like if you try to get high-end pet food, it's almost certain that I am being milked by the fucking company who knows that I love my animal and like is going to give me a fucking 2,000% margin. Like I know that. And then on the other side, like on the low end, like if you're trying to get cheap pet food, it's like, what are they putting in this? Like, well, I have no idea if this is even fucking 1 ounce nutrition because it's my dog eating it. And like, my dog's not going to tell me if it fucking sucks. So it's just tough. Like there's no good way to know. And the incentive on every side is to lie to me as a consumer because I'm not eating it.
Company bought their first pet food brand, Chappie. They scooped up Whiskas cat food in the late 50s, Whiskas, Calcan food in 68, which eventually became Pedigree, Caesar, Royal Canin.
Yes, I understand that all of you suggested I should try it. I should eat dog food and cat food. I'll think about that. Thank you for your great suggestions. I will just start munching down dog and cat food, and then I'll know. And then I'll know if it's great.
Iams, and a bunch more. And eventually, Mars became the biggest pet food manufacturer in the world. And it doesn't end there. Mars also owns Greenies, my dog's favorite treat, which he only gets when he's a good boy, of course. They own a dog DNA testing service, a company that makes smart dog collars with GPS track.
Bro, I heard they tested these and they sent 2 strands of hair or whatever from the same dog, and they got 2 completely different feedback reports. Like, it was like, they just make it up, bro. They just like fucking, And they just fucking send you some shit.
And eventually, they set their sights on vet clinics. Starting in 2007, it started purchasing some of the largest groups in the vet care space. Banfield Pet Hospital, those are the ones you see in PetSmart stores. In 2015, it acquired Blue Pearl, the biggest chain of specialty and emergency care clinics in America. By 2017, Mars was on...
This is such a long-winded way to showcase this. Why? I mean, if you're going to do it with M&Ms, you can do it with 3. Why is it fucking 100 Banfield red M&Ms being dragged? It's just such a...
buying a $9.1 billion acquisition of the Veterinary Centers of
satisfies
America,
your Zoomer
a
brain?
public
All right,
company
fine.
that owned
All
around
right.
800 vet
Okay.
clinics. The final boss of corporate consolidation. But the Federal Trade Commission said, sit, stay. Slow down a second here. That's a big acquisition of a public company. We need to make sure you aren't building a monopoly here. You know, a little thing called antitrust violation.
Let's guess if this gets through or not. Let's just guess if this little hand slap. I would love if it didn't, but I am gonna guess.
Okay, you'd own about 1,900 clinics. You'd be the biggest owner of vet practices in America, but you do have M&Ms, and I love those, especially the peanut kind. So I guess whatever, just sell 12 of them, and boom, the deal goes through. By the way, those 12 clinics represented just 0.6% of the practices Mars would own. Come on, Federal Trade Commission, what did they do? Give you a lifetime supply of candy? Do better.
Oh, good guess. I guess we guessed correctly. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking dumb, bro. This is the cause of like so much minor to major general shittiness in a lot of people's lives. Just things. Everything becomes just a little bit worse every time the FTC does this.
Since 2017, private equity firms have invested $45 billion.
I heard, because I read all these this like Monopoly newsletter and this Monopoly books, and it's like there's so many random industries you wouldn't think about that have just become shittier and worse because of zero enforcement of antitrust. And like one that was interesting is cheerleading. Apparently, like cheerleading has become exponentially more expensive and shitty for like people that get into it, because it's now all owned, like all fucking school cheerleading programs are tied in with one company that overcharges all the students. It's insane. It's like there's just so many random industries that have just consolidated down to like 1 or 2 companies that just force absurd prices. Is it Johnson? I don't know what it is. I remember the article was pretty interesting. Texas Instruments is a great example for calculators. Just like things that could, it's not so bad in that one thing that it ruins everybody's life. It just sucks and could be so much better if there was an ounce of competition, and there's not.
Into the pet care space. So clearly investors are seeing an opportunity here. But again, Mars is the biggest player in the space, owning over 2,500 practices. And for them, owning a ton of practices also helps to bolster their pet food, treats, and DNA testing brands. But why pet care? Why is taking care of sick pets so appealing to investors?
Okay.
In general, corporations and private equity look at the following acquisition criteria when deciding if a business is investable. Excuse my handwriting, please. Okay, number one, operation in a non-cyclical industry. Are people still spending money on their pets when the economy is Short answer, yup, they are.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And it's more and more each year. Check. That's a terrible check mark, but we're gonna go with it.
People, especially millennials, can't afford a house, so they don't want to have kids. So dogs are becoming their new kids. Gen Z too. I mean, same thing. It's like we got heckin' doggos instead, which is based. Wait, somebody sent me this. Wait, I'm gonna interrupt this just while I'm talking about millennials. Somebody sent me this. I think Jimmy Wong might have sent me this. Where is this? Making fun of me for being a millennial. Someone sent me this for being a millennial, even though I don't do any of these things.
POV, your millennial friend's Instagram story.
I don't say that. I don't. I do love the song Nonstop and Hamilton. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I don't say you, sir, have won the internet for today. I don't do this.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. This is gonna be the best day of my life. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the...
I have plenty of friends, especially from high school, that post like this.
You belong with me, my sweetheart. I belong with you. You belong with me.
It's a cat. 10 points to Gryffindor.
When I see you cry,
Happy
it makes me
doggo!
smile. Yeah, it makes me smile.
Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say
Two Hamilton songs. Oh, what's wrong with that? What's so wrong with that? All right, just enjoying the world. All right, let's finish this video. I'm sorry. I'm 30 and this is for the win. Epic, sir. Hats off to you.
Number 2, track record of cash generation. Can we make money like real fast? Damn right we can. Pet owners pay out of pocket for vet visits, even the ones with insurance. This is a cash business. Yes. Number
It fucking sucks whenever your animal is sick. For me, it is a dog. And you go to the vet and there's nothing you can really say no to. It's so fucking hard. Because you just want your animal to be better. And you don't know what it is. And they'll just fucking charge whatever the fuck they want. And it's just your brain is not thinking clearly on cost benefit. It's fucked. It's fucked. It's really, because honestly, if this was a well-regulated, good industry, it shouldn't cost nearly this much.
Number 3, growth potential. Can we keep making money like real fast for a long time? Yeah, we can. You know how many people in America have pets right now? A lot of them. Yes. Clean rip. Number 4, low liability. Are we gonna get sued or fined? Short answer, no. Proving malpractice by a vet is insanely hard to do. Low liability.
Good, I guess.
Jesus, my handwriting. Number 5, a fragmented market, consolidation. Can we own everything one day? Yeah, we can. More and more of these clinics are up for grabs as the boomers retire. And most vets don't really want to deal with the business admin stuff. Okay, so opportunity for consolidation, high cash flow, it's recession proof, all of that makes sense, right?
Yep.
But one big thing has changed that has really made the industry appealing. Not too long ago, pets were generally viewed as property. Usually they were working animals, helping out around the farm, keeping rodents away from the house. I mean, you should hear some of the stories my dad has. But this is what it's like today.
Pet gear stroller. When somebody asked me if their dog's emotional support rat could come with them to the groomers, obviously I said yes.
So I got a new...
I'm sorry. The dog has an emotional support rat. That is millennial core, dude. That's based.
cat. Yeah.
You see, in the last few decades, our relationships with our pets has changed drastically. I don't think the term fur babies existed in 1999.
Heckin'
Now,
doggo!
most people consider their pets as part of the family. They can go wherever they want in the house, they can get into whatever bed they want, whatever couch they
Facts.
want to be
True.
on,
Facts.
and they are willing to
Facts.
spend to keep them happy and healthy. So most pet owners will drop some serious cash if there's a good chance at a positive outcome for their sick pets. So the stars align perfectly. More people with pets, more people treating their pets like their own child, advancements in diagnostics, all just means people will spend more and more money on their pets. The secret sauce, the thing that makes vet care different than any other industry, is how much we love our pets. And that makes the industry super investable and stable, right? I don't see that changing. Who's gonna love their pets less? And our pets can't tell us that they feel fine, that they don't need that costly
That's
procedure,
what I was saying, yeah.
and that they probably just ate too much dirt outside. For corporations and private equity, love for our pets equals profits for them.
Yeah, it's
Depending on
fucked
how
up.
you look at it, big business getting into pet care could have some benefits. Corporations
No.
and private equity have a lot of money to dump into
No,
research
come
for
on.
new procedures, better
Bro,
technology.
don't fucking both sides this. Private equity is not going to dump a bunch of their profits into research, bro. What are you fucking talking about? Has that ever happened? He's mogul mailing. No, he's mogul mailing, dude. Come on.
Technologies, which could lead to longer lives for our pets. And some people think that allowing vets to focus just on taking care of pets could lead to better quality care overall. So who doesn't want that, right? But most industry experts think the negatives outweigh the positives. When a private equity firm or a corporation purchases a individual practice or a group of practices, they often keep their original name. So it can be hard to know if your local practice or emergency care clinic is a corporate entity or a mom and pop shop. And a lot of people are worried that big business will bring a level of financialization to the space, more focused on increasing profits.
A lot of people are worried. Bro, it will happen. Well, it has happened. Not will, not maybe, not I'm not. It's 100%. Not just for this, for a bunch of industries. This happened with nursing homes, bro. Nursing homes are like 80% owned by private equity, and they have just become fucking hellholes.
By pushing vaccines and procedures your pet might not need. Plus, vet visits are getting more and more expensive. The cost of vet care has increased faster than the cost of human health care, more than doubling since 2000.
Well, that doesn't mean anything because as we all know, healthcare hasn't gone up that much. As we all know, human healthcare is very cheap, very cheap. So it's like maybe animal care is a little bit more, but like it doesn't. Like it's extremely affordable, and nobody's ever worried about having to pay for human healthcare. Good video though. Good video, interesting. Except for the mogul mailing at the end. Why do we keep adapting the same stories? Is interesting. Money is the answer. Well, I mean, I guess the probably broader answer is that as films have gotten more expensive and more global, studios are less and less averse, more and more averse to risk. So they have to pick something they know will have an audience. So they remake the same shit because they know people will see it. Maybe he's got, I mean, it's 8 minutes. I can check it out.
I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
There are some stories that span generations. We all grow up with them and know them by heart. They're basically ingrained into our cultural consciousness, which raises a question. If we're already so familiar with these stories, why do we keep retelling them in new movies and TV shows? The answer is pretty simple. A lot of you have probably typed it out in the comments already. It's money. But in order to make money, people have to actually watch these things. Maybe the real question is, why are we still watching?
What kind of a question is that? No need to snap, just a question.
Before we get into it, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Nerdstalgic for more content just like this. We've all seen the trailer for Wonka, right? No matter how you feel about whatever Timothée Chalamet is doing or the Uncanny Valley
We've all
Hugh
seen
Grant
it?
Oompa
I don't think I've seen
Loompa,
it.
this movie is undoubtedly going to make a lot of money when it comes out, because it's an adaptation of Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The beloved 1964 children's book has been
Alright, we
brought
know
to
this.
the big screen multiple times over the course of its nearly 60-year existence, and each version has brought something new to the table. Of course, new doesn't always mean good, and it certainly doesn't mean necessary. So if that's the case, why are we
I think it is a new story though. Am I crazy? I thought it's like it's set before everything. It's like the rise of Wonka. So it's like something I haven't seen before. It's a recognizable brand. I think it's more like it's an original prequel. Yeah.
Enamored with adaptations in general? And why do we look back on both of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's movie adaptations with fondness? At least for the most part.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fudge Mountain.
The 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory hits on some of the more emotional reasons for adaptation. The movie brings the most heartfelt moments of the book to life,
Grandpa
and it
Joe!
translates the childlike wonder of the factory to live action in near perfect detail. Gene Wilder's electric and
I already hate this video. Why are they explaining the plot of these different movies? That's not what this should be about. It should be about why we keep adapting the same, a broader topic. I don't want to hear about you explaining the plot of different Willy Wonka movies. Is this fucking AI generated or is it just padding?
unsettling performance as the titular character, the many memorable sets, the songs we're all still singing, and the endlessly quotable dialogue.
The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Have made this movie timeless. And yet, there's a dark undercurrent to the making of Willy Wonka that most people tend to ignore. For one thing, Dahl absolutely despised it. Though he is credited as a screenwriter, Dahl lamented the many small changes.
This is so off topic! It's an 8-minute video. Your topic is why we keep adapting the same stories over and over. This is like a fucking history of Willy Wonka. What is this shit? This is a battle report. This is a Dr. Battle report, dude. He's giving context, you dumb fuck. You're the dumb fuck. You are the brain-rotted YouTube video essay watcher they make this slop for, dude. You consume this slop because your brain cannot follow a fucking argument. And you have to just hear fucking random, useless fucking facts about everything for 5-10 minutes before they even start talking about the subject. You are a slop consumer. You have a fucking funnel in your throat and they just pour slop into it.
Just made to a script.
I can't watch the rest of this video. I can't watch the rest of this video.